What's going on, guys? You already know who this is. This is Jaye the Black. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. Once again, I got to talk about Tiffany Haddish, okay? Apparently, and y'all probably see the tweet in the video, she went on Twitter to air out someone, and many believe that it's common, and I believe that it's common as well. To air out somebody that she has issues with, okay? Now, the reason why I'm going to say it's common because women don't usually go on rants unless it's about a guy. I mean, Tamar Braxton do it all the time. She's constantly subliminally, dissing her current on and off again boyfriend, her T'Challa. But that's what women do, man. They're constantly subliminally dissing the guys that they are sleeping with. Okay, because they want these guys to change. They want to mold these guys into what they want them to be. But when those guys don't do that, they go on social media and they subliminally diss them and then go right back to sleeping with them. Okay, that's what goes on. That's the cycle of women. They will rant, they'll get it off their chest, and then they go right back to being up under them. That's what chicks do. And guys who understand women and deal with women who are dysfunctional, like a Tiffany Haddish, they understand that better than anybody. Okay. Now, this is the tweet that Tiffany Haddish put out here. It says, after yesterday, I realized today is to show all that hated good you tried today. And I tried that you are a lying piece of shit, and that you never cared about me. You used me, but what you failed to forget about me is I tell it. Dust off your skeletons. She's ready. I want to know what she's ready for exactly. What exactly are you ready for? So you have Tiffany Haddish, who has struggled when it comes to dating ever since she got into it. Y'all know I've made plenty of videos. I even did a video in my Why No Men Are Dating You series, is what I call it. The Why No Men Are Dating You series. Tiffany Haddish is a part of that, and shout out to everybody who saw that video. I'll put a link to it. Y'all can go and check that video out in my Why No Men Are Dating You series. And I was pointing out why she's struggling to date. You have resources. You have what a lot of other melanated women don't have, or women in general don't have. You can fly out to any country. Well, maybe not right now because of what's going on, but you can literally go anywhere. You can go into any social group and you could be able to find the type of guy that you're looking for. The problem is, no matter how much success and money that certain women out here have, they always tend to date the same type of men. Okay. Just like the one chick that was on Real Housewives of Atlanta a while back. She was an attorney. Okay. But she was dating a guy who I'm not 100% sure. I believe he was a personal trainer, and he was in and out of jail. So it doesn't matter. It seems like it doesn't matter the social status of a particular woman, right? They always end up dating lower tier type men that they complain about. They will get on social media and say that they want to level up, right? You want to level up, but you end up dating the same type of guy. So what are you really leveling up against? Leveling up for if you're still going to date the same type of men? Your level up is going to fail because you have not worked on yourself. You have not worked on improving yourself. You have not worked on getting yourself where you want to go. So you're going to be in a situation where you're dating men who disappoint you. And it's clear that Tiffany was disappointed in this relationship. Now, the thing is with Common is that Common has dated a lot of women in the industry. But he has not really been the same since Erykah Badu. I may have to do a video on Erykah Badu because she's broken a lot of hearts herself. Okay, Erykah Badu has broken a lot of hearts herself. Erykah Badu has been the type of woman who will date a guy for a little while. Like, look at all her kids are by rappers. It's almost like it was by design. But in those situations, Erykah would probably tell you that she left all of them. And I think it had a very bad effect on Common, because Common really loved Erykah. This is why Erykah is bringing out, she has like candles dedicated to her box. You know, that's how confident Erykah Badu is in the fact that she's able to get these guys, and she's able to, you know, have very much so control over those situations. And then when she's done with these guys, she kicks them to the curb. And Common has never really recovered from that, because he was really deeply in love with her. I think Common was in deep love with Erykah. Okay? But a lot of times, and what a lot of guys don't understand is, when you're dealing with women in the industry, women who know that they are attractive, women who really aren't looking for relationships like that, they're going to just use you what they can use you for, and they're going to just move on. Y'all got to understand that. I think there are people who understand it, but there's some people who don't. And this is why Common casually dates. People are saying that Common is the reason why Serena wasn't able to marry a black guy, because, you know, he was one of these guys in the industry she dated, didn't work out, and she ended up, you know, that has nothing to do with it. I just think that Common just has never really been the same after Erykah. You know, Erykah, you know, well, I ain't gonna say she is now, but back then she was a bit of a man eater, you know. And why not? I mean, when Erykah's dolled up, I mean, you know, it is what it is. But the thing with Tiffany, man, Tiffany's dating life is going to continue to suffer, because I don't think that she ever thought she would be this famous. I truly believe that she still has the same mindset she had before she got famous. And she ain't the only one. There's a lot of other women who've been like that, man. There's a lot of other women out here who, they're just not, you know, used to dating higher caliber of men. And because they're not used to dating a higher caliber of men, you know, they don't know how to approach those guys. Those guys aren't showing them attention, because there are a lot of guys who, they may think that Tiffany Haddish is cute, but they don't like her personality. They may not like her voice. They may not think she's feminine. So a lot of the top tier guys that she may want to date, they may only see her as somebody to hook up with once, you know, maybe twice. But they don't really see her as anything long term. And I think in the back of her mind, she knows this. But again, you have to take those steps to change perceptions. People can't change those perceptions for you. You have to do it for yourself. That's why she's going to continue to struggle. And there's a lot of women like Tiffany, the women who they have the resources. They can go anywhere. They have contacts. They can get hooked up. But I think Tiffany deep down, just she wants to play the field, but then again, she wants a relationship. It's sort of like, it's two things that you want at the same time, but you can't have that. But, you know, Tiffany isn't one of these young chicks in the industry. She's relatively, you know, up there. Not old, but she's getting up there, you know, and she needs to understand what she wants instead of her ranting and being upset on social media. I mean, you're 40 years old. You know, you're 40 years old. What exactly are you looking for? Now, I'm not saying that she needs to date down. I'm not saying that at all. But obviously, she's looking in the wrong places. And maybe Common, and once again, this is a fatal flaw of Common. Common thinks he can save these chicks. Like he dated Angela Rye. A lot of these chicks, man, you can't save them. They either gonna belong to the streets, or they're just gonna struggle when it comes to being able to keep somebody. That's just how it is. And when you got somebody like Common who feels like it's up to him, and that's what I thought when I first heard that they were dating. I said to myself, I think he thinks that he can save her. He thinks that he can benefit her in a way which helps her not be single out here, and not struggle to when it comes to dating. But again, she has to want to do better and have better relationships, Be more, feminine, but you can't teach femininity. I'm sorry to all the women trying to learn femininity, but you're either feminine or you're not. I mean, you can learn to do better as far as your characteristics, as far as things like, how you present yourself. That's some of the only things you can really change. You can't really change things that you are inherently, because once again, let's say you do land that guy that you want, that you learned all that femininity for, you're gonna revert back to yourself once you get comfortable in that relationship. Once you get comfortable in that relationship, you're gonna revert back to who you were. Listen, nobody's perfect. Okay, people think that I'm searching for perfection. No, it's just that when you see people struggling for no reason, not being realistic, it's a cause for pause. Okay, why are you struggling when it comes to dating? You have the resources, you have the contacts to really get out here and socialize and date and find the right person for you, but you're not able to do that. I'm not saying she isn't trying. I'm sure she's trying, but you can't be angry because you're disappointed. You should look for something that is more realistic. There are a lot of guys out here who may not be celebrities, but they either are doctors, or lawyers, in the real estate, guys who are in the blue collar field. There are men all over the place that Tiffany Haddish could probably date. Find the right person for you, whether it be socially or financially. Look in the right places. But you got chicks that they're just looking at a guy because they like the way he looks. But then you get into a relationship with that person and you realize that it's just not a fit. But you have to be able to take accountability for that. Your relationships are not working because you refuse to take that accountability and really learn from your mistakes and say, what do I want? Now, I know she's been married and divorced, and maybe she's not looking for anything long term, but then don't rant on social media. What exactly are you looking for? Go on dates, figure out if that person, thoughts and goals are the same as yours, or you just be single. Be single and celibate, which I know is not what's going to happen. But I mean, you can always try different things. There's always different things that you can do to make the situation better, remedy it, but ranting about it, and people are going to say, well, how do you know she was talking about Common? Well, I believe she, when she was asked about it, I believe she sort of gave the like to it. So I think people gotta understand that when these chicks say things, they're talking about their significant other.